It happens when cooler than average temperatures show up in the Pacific Ocean. Forecasters closely watch both La Nina and El Nino because they influence weather around the globe.
And the big question is, will the end of La Nina affect the Atlantic hurricane season in any way? So we want to bring in our chief meteorologist, Matt Devitt, for the answer. Matt.
So we've had powerful hurricanes during La Ninas, El Ninos, and basically the neutral phase, which isn't either of those. So what we can gather from this is that right now, and I actually just updated this about 5 minutes ago, see the yellow shading? We are at minus 0.1 degrees Celsius in the Eastern Pacific. We call that a neutral phase. Notice how it's not in the red, which is El Nino, and it's not in the blue, which is La Nina. Now you'll notice how as we go into time, it is right now projected to be within a neutral phase by the peak of hurricane season. So the million-dollar question is, Matt, speak English, why do we care? Well, the water temperatures in the Eastern Pacific have the ability to alter weather patterns not only across the tropical Atlantic, but the entire world. So here's what El Nino does, and this is what we like. This is what we want to root for. And for right now, it's not showing either of these two scenarios. But with El Nino, that increases wind shear, that hurts tropical systems. With La Nina, that's what we don't want. Cooler than normal waters, that's what Russ and Amanda were just talking about. That has just ended. That lowers wind shear historically, stronger and more storms. Now, the reason why the outlook for this hurricane season is a bit above average in terms of the number of storms, water temperatures. You can see most of the Gulf, the Caribbean, and the Atlantic are warmer than average. And if you missed this a few days ago, that's why Colorado State is expecting, there's the average, there's their forecast, with numbers a little bit above normal for this time of the year. So here's a look at closer to home. Our temperatures compared to yesterday, we are about 2 to 4 degrees higher. We're at 84 in Fort Myers, 83 for Ave Maria, and 83 for Punta Gorda. Not much wind inland. It does crank up, though, as you head towards the beaches, as it has been breezy. Believe it or not, we have a small opportunity for rain this evening. They're seeing that along the Florida East Coast, but by this evening, as the Atlantic breeze collides with our Gulf breeze, that will try to pop up a couple areas of rain. But man, what a great looking shot, right? Picture perfect beach day, dry air dominating with dew points in the 50s, and we may be able to gather just enough moisture for, once again, that small opportunity for rain inland over the next few hours. So here's the outlook with temperatures 70s and then dropping off into the 60s. So here's a look at about 7, 8, and all the way towards 9. The best chance, if we were to see some rain, is going to be especially inland. You can see that painted in light blue, darker blue, and yellow. A few trying to hang around by midnight, and then eventually that collapses into the beginning of your Friday morning. Now, a few passing clouds, fairly mild, if not a little cool, especially as you go inland with upper 50s and lower 60s. Sun and clouds, breezy, mid 80s, a warm Friday, and then as we go late into the night, we will see another small chance of rain. But heads up, your Friday is breezy coming in from the Gulf at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. So for your Friday, looking nice and quiet, and then we're talking late. I think really most of us are going to be sleeping through most, if not all, of our limited chance of rain. So for example, this is Saturday at 1 a.m. There's the front, and along it, just a few isolated showers. I'm not too excited about it. I don't think you will be either. I know we need the rain, but this is not the event, as the front will eventually work its way through, ushering in drier air as we hit the weekend, and then maintaining that lower humidity into the majority of next week. So here's your 7 and 10-day forecast for Palm Sunday, 82, mostly sunny, and look at all that sunshine, my goodness, into next week, as Easter Sunday is now in range, day 10, and boy, it's going to be a warm one with temps in the upper 80s.
Hi, Matt.